We have a problem. The coffee's already made. How am I supposed to make a coffee montage?
What's the what?
120 frames per second. You gotta be deep and brooding looking. This is the 120 FPS phase. You don't know about this?
No. Deep and brooding.
Yeah. Super serious. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Dalton. I ride and race bikes, and this is the first ever episode of Wednesday Weekly. A key point of this series, I want things to be less than 5 minutes. So overall, I want to talk about these topics very quickly, and of course it will develop over time, so please bear with me while I get better and better at addressing these topics. First thing is first, you're probably traveling for the holidays. I personally am up at my parents' house right now, which is only like a 4-hour drive from San Diego, so that actually makes it super convenient for me. I can bring my bike along on a bike rack. You might not be in the same situation because maybe you're flying and so you have to pack your bike up in a bike box or something along those lines, which really makes it a lot more complicated. So I'm really just gonna focus on my unique challenges and then hopefully walk you guys through those and then give you some general idea of how to combat those. Now, bringing your bike along on your travels is not always easy, so I suggest if you have the opportunity to throw your bike on the bike rack, just bring it with you no matter what, because you never know when the opportunity might arise that you can get out and get a ride in. Now, you're not always traveling to the most cyclist-friendly areas. I personally am up here in Central California right now, and if any of you know Central California, you know that it's heavily populated with agriculture and oil traffic. So that means large, heavy equipment, trucks, everything else, and when they're blowing by you at 55, 60 miles an hour out on some of these roads, that's pretty inconvenient. So I try and stick to local roads around my home area that I know for a fact will be less traveled during the holidays. So one thing that's a huge topic of conversation when you talk about the holidays is the food and drink. Obviously, you're gonna be eating a ton of food. We personally have a massive spread for Thanksgiving. Same thing with Christmas. Something to keep in mind is my family loves to drink and play games and have a good time. Now, absolutely nothing wrong with that, but training after 10 beers is probably not the best way to go about things. So you gotta limit your intake, and that is definitely a challenge that you're gonna face if your family likes to eat and drink during the holidays. So we talked about the 3 unique challenges that I'm personally facing: transporting the bike and or the trainer, being somewhere cycling friendly, and then eating and drinking until you're in an absolute food coma. So now that we've talked about these challenges, let's go ahead, jump on the trainer, get a workout in, and then I'll talk to you guys about the options that you have to overcome these challenges. Of course, we've talked about the challenges that you're gonna face when you're trying to balance travel and training. Currently doing a zone 2 ride. I need to get in like 2 hours. The important thing to note here is I'm very lucky because my mom is a big Zwift fan. She's got a kicker snap trainer, which I currently get to use. One thing to note here is you can really bring your own trainer pretty much anywhere if you're driving to your destination, and as long as you have internet connection, you can set it up, jump on Zwift, jump on Trainer Road, jump on whatever training platform you use, and get your mileage in. Of course, your other options are to substitute your actual spinning with cross training. So you can potentially get out, go for a run, maybe go to your local gym. Most places, they have a gym. You can go supplement with some weight training. So go get a lift in, do some legs. Our local gym is great, the day rate is low. If you have a 24-hour fitness membership, you can go to pretty much any gym all the way across the country. So, plenty of options on that front as well. Don't be afraid to get off the bike and do something else. I understand a lot of you guys are gonna be like, staying at a hotel. Well, hotels have options now too. A lot of them are now having spin bikes that are basically in the hotel gym. There's a lot of cardio equipment. Stair stepper is a great option to maintain bike-related fitness, similar motions. There's really a ton of things you can do to keep active to some extent that won't mean completely being off the bike. So I found personally that if I go on a ski trip, especially during the winter, or I'm traveling for the holidays, it's a really good idea to just jump in the hotel gym, jump wherever I can, and crush whatever workout I can get in. So that just keeps the legs moving. And make sure to try and strategically plan your workouts around the main activities that you have going on. So guys, really, the biggest takeaways I think are just to remember that we're not pros, we're not paid to race our bikes. Enjoy your family time while you have it. Go play golf with your pops. Eat a bunch of food, drink a bunch of drinks, really enjoy yourself. And you know, try some cross training. If you've got people in your family that like running, go for a run. Try and just incorporate everybody in your activities. Of course, I'm on the bike right now, but hey, I think I put in like 2 hours total. Got in 1 or 2 lifts the entire time I was here, over 4 days. That's just how it works sometimes. So don't worry about quantity of training. Make sure it's quality when you do it. And if you get time, you get time. If not, oh well, hit it hard next week when you're back home. Told you, best shot on the course.